I am here with Conor McKenna, a GAA star who is going to Australia to play Australian rules football in Australia as a professional athlete. The first question that I would like to ask you is who first spotted you as an elite athlete?
Is probably Ty Kennelly. He has people working in Ireland in his province that spots 10 or 12 people in his province, and then they go down to Dublin for the combine, and then they get chosen not to go to London, and then on to Australia.
What are the main differences between Gaelic football and Australian rules football?
The main difference, I'd say, is the shape of the ball and the tackling. That you can tackle more like rugby tackle rather than in Gaelic you have to have the hand in, hand out. And the shape of the pitch too, it's oval rather than rectangle.
What is the club that you're playing for?
I'm playing for Essendon, which is a club just situated about 15 minutes outside Melbourne, beside the airport. They're a good club now. They've won a lot of premierships over the years. So,
Then that there then goes to what are your hopes for next season with Essendon? Is it a playoff spot, top four?
I'm sure they got to the finals last year and got beat in the first round of it, but they hope to get out to the semi-finals this year. So,
Whenever you play next year, what level do you expect to be playing at? Do you expect to be at the top level playing for Essendon itself or lower down?
well, in the first year I'll be playing for it's called the VFL team. It's like Essendon's second team. It's all the young players that play for Essendon that are trying to get experience to play AFL will play VFL as long as they. There'll also be other players bought in just to play AFL, but paid a minimum salary. But I'll start off with VFL and hopefully break into the AFL team in the first year.
Why did you choose the club or did the club choose you?
No, I had a choice of 3 or 4 clubs, but Essendon was the first club to contact me last December, and they've kept in touch every month. So I just sort of I felt comfortable with them, and when I went over to Australia, nothing changed. The club was a nice club, and I liked other people, so I was happy with my decision.
Was the history of the club any reason or anything associated with why you chose it?
No, not just. I felt comfortable with all the people I was working with when I went to visit the club, and I met a player, Mark Tyson Happel, and he's a really nice lad, and just enjoyed the surroundings.
What is their history as a club?
But they've won I think it's 12 or 15 premierships over the history of AFL, which is amazing. Like it's one of the top achieving clubs. So hopefully they can get back. They haven't won one since 2000, which is 14 years ago. So they're hoping to win one soon enough.
How many of your players are from Ireland or Australia or different countries?
I think the only Irish player that'll be there next year. They'd one Irish player a few years ago, Michael Quinn, but he went home after a year. And I think the majority of them are all Australian.
Are there any people that you know that will help you get settled then, especially because of you being the only Irish person?
Well, the boy, as I say, because I've been talking to him from last year, I've got to know a few of them. 2 of them came over to visit me on a family this during the summer, so I know a couple of people already, so they'll help me settle and just get me used to my surroundings and stuff.
Do you think that people will understand you, or do you think that it'll be a little bit like what they say Cheryl Cole was like in America?
I think people find it hard to understand me now. When I was over there for 3 weeks, people didn't really understand what I was saying, just I'll have to slow down my speech.
How long did it take you to adjust to your? How long will it take you to adjust to your body clock?
I don't think it'll take too bad, because the time I went over there for the 3 weeks, myself and Paddy Brophy found it hard enough. After the first day, we're grand, like, so I don't really like that long at all.
Is there any sort of a transfer policy in AFL, and should that have been a part of your decision of what club you picked?
They call the draft, which is for all the young players coming in the competition. There might be 105 of them, and they get a number. There'll be draft 1 or draft 50, between them, and then whoever came last season, which was St Kilda, get the first pick. So they normally pick the first team, so it's trying to keep it all level in level system. But because I'm international, I'm called international rookie, so I can be picked up by any club at any time. So there's no doesn't matter if you came first or last, you can get me whenever you want, and same for American people as well.
Once you pick a club, is that your club for life?
No,
or do you change?
You can change, yeah, but.
And how does that work?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much about that yet. It's called the trade system, like, so I'm sure it's similar to soccer.
Do you know your training regime?
It's more or less full on every day, bar each club's entitled to 1 day off a week. But because I'm a first year player, I'll probably have to go in and do extra just skill sessions and try to get to do everybody else. But other than that, it's normally Monday to Friday with 1 day off, and then a match on Saturday. You'll have a match review for the Sunday game, and then on the Monday you'll have a match review of the game.
So how long then do you plan to train? How long do they plan to train you?
You can be at the club from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the day, just do different things like gym sessions, run sessions, a skill session, and then get lunch with all the players and make a skill session.
What did you find more difficult to get used to, the balls or the dimension of the pitch?
You say the balls the most. I think it took me long to get used to because it was just the shape of it. When we first got touched it, we didn't know what really to do with it. But I feel now I'm comfortable with the ball and I feel to use it well, like, so I can use that in the game.
How long then did it take you to get used to the ball?
Probably I did a combine in Dublin, and that was the real first time I got used to it, and then we all got a ball to take home, so just kicking the ball in the house from my brothers and ran, like, it just helped, like, and it really took probably a week really to get trying the ball and kick both feet now, so I'm happy enough.
Then that there goes into you to feel a sense of betrayal then whenever you're choosing to play Australian rules rather than GAA because of both Emmett and Ryan playing for Tyrone.
So some people might say that, yeah, but for me it's the next step up from GAA because Gaelic is not it's an amateur sport, like it's professional every way bar its name, like it's training as hard as professional is probably just it's not a professional name, and this probably just give you a better chance to become a better footballer, and even if I come home 4 years, I'm only 22, it'd be a better hat thrown. If I came home after 4 years, it'd be better off.
Then that there then goes to, do you now have ambitions to come home, or are you planning to stay there for a long time?
I'd love to win an Ireland Tyrone. Like you seen Tag Nelly did it. He played for 10 or 8 or 9 years, came home, won the Ireland back out and played a game, so it is possible, like, so I'm sure that's something I'd love to do, yeah.
And then the thing of why is it that GAA players are most associated with going out to Australia? Why, for example, not other sports?
Because the Gaelic so similar to the AFL game. It's kicking the ball, catching. It's all Gaelic's got midfielders, especially is a lot of catching, and that's what they want to do because you have to mark the ball. And it's so similar. The first game I played was in London, and I just couldn't believe how similar it was, like the same positions and stuff. So that's probably the main reason. Well,
then, are there other players from other countries who play Gaelic game or play Australian rules? Sorry.
Yeah, there's people getting drafted from America to play basketball. They're getting took over because suppose they have a real explosive jump and real quick. There's Marvin Avon over with us from America, and they're playing basketball, and just they're looking ruckmen too because there's ruckmen that jump up for every contest, so that's what they're looking them for.
Would you like to play for Tyrone at some stage with your brothers, or is that or is once you've chosen to play in Australia that's it?
No, I suppose I'm sure if I came in 4 or 5 years, I'm only 22 or 23, and Ham and Ran are still under 30, like, so we could still be playing, and I'd love to be ambition of mine, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But it's something I'd love to do,
yeah. One brother seems to be a regular and one seems not to be. Would you not be sort of afraid of Emmett not, you not getting to play with Emmett because of the fact of being, choosing this?
Well, Emmett was played more games than Ryan last year. He started a majority of games and Ryan played the year before that, but just didn't really get a chance this year. But like I said, it'd be class to happen, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, like. But
how do you feel about travelling to and from Australia?
It doesn't matter. It's only, I know it's a long flight, but it's only a day away, a day at home, like, so if you don't enjoy taking them home, it's not that long.
Do you have any stories about travel, about airplanes and stuff like that there. Your mother told me a ridiculous story at one stage.
Jeez, I haven't heard that. No, not just the flight. We went to Melbourne, or we went to Australia last time, went to Perth, and it was over 30 hours of a flight. Like, it was a very, very long flight, but it's something I've used to.
Are you going to be near any TV shows? TV show sets?
I'm not sure about it yet. I haven't really talked about, but I'm not sure. I don't think it will be. Maybe for the first year anyway, but I'll have to play it by ear. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. Where is Essendon?
Essendon is situated 15 or 20 minutes outside Melbourne City. It's right beside the airport. They've got a new brand new facility. It's unbelievable. It's a big massive complex and a hangar from the airplanes, but it's unbelievable setup.
Do you think that you'll be able to see any championship matches in Australia? Have you got that set up yet?
For Tyrone Championship?
Tyrone,
yeah.
All Ireland, whatever.
Well, because when we were in Melbourne there for 3 weeks, the All Ireland final was on. We got to watch it. It's on they show it on the channel, like, so on the Sky over there, or it's called Fox still. So we'll get to watch some championship games, yeah.
Would you still consider yourself to have a passion in for GAA, or would you think that, you know?
Well, GAA has got me everywhere I am, like, so through school and all, and it's got me everything. So without GAA, I wouldn't be going to Australia to play professional sports. So I'll be grateful to them, and I hope someday I do go home to Everton and even Eglish and if we win some championships.
And again, Eglish is a very, very small club. So do you not think that with the amount of players and teams and sort of like there's a lot of sort of like stuff that has happened with Eglish? Do you feel that certain
there's a lot of players leaving and going away, like Cian Daly and all, big misses, but people have to live life too, I suppose. And I do believe Eglish and all the players will win a championship in the next couple of years. Like, put their heads down because they'll have the players there to do it. They just need to put the work in.
And as my father says, Eglish have only ever won one championship.
I won the championship years ago now, but I just feel that Eglish have the team, they have the players to do it, but they just haven't put the effort in or haven't the right attitude maybe.
Considering the fact that the season does not start until March, how come that you're going down so soon?
It's just the fact that the pre-season starts this early for every club. Every club finishes around the last games in September, the 25th or 26th. So every club's finished for that, gets 6 weeks off, and then starts pre-season game before Christmas. So those 6 weeks before Christmas, 2 or 3 weeks off, and then starts back in January and does pre-season for a month and a half, and then plays the NAB Cup, which is just a competition to give boys a try and stuff, and then starts into the real competition in April.
Do you have any expectation to be competing for the senior team, or what is your vision or expectations?
Well, I'd love to play in the first team in the first year, like, and I'll do everything I can to do that. I'll push myself as hard as I can to get a chance to play in the first team, but I'll start off the VFL team and hopefully perform well there and get my chance in the AFL team the first year.
Who, with the exception of Ty Kennelly, who are the Irish people that you'll be looking up to?
Alex Pierce Hanley there playing for Brisbane Lions. He's flying this year and he's one of the best players for Brisbane. And Zach Toohey and Kieran Shane and Kieran Byrne are all at Carlton, and they're all flying too. So I just hope to get playing the first year and see how it goes.
Okay, people are saying that you are one of the main men. Does that put a sense of pressure on you?
I suppose it does put a bit of pressure on you, but it's not a bad thing people say about you, so pressure comes with it, but you just have to deal with it, and hopefully I can deal with it, and same like the AFL team the first year.
Okay, thank you, and
thanks,
we're done.